I look at facial code, action units. I look at the pattern, active, reactive, external, internal. At the time, is it longer than 1 second? Is it a subtle expression? Is it a micro expression? Proximity. Is it symmetric over the face, or is it suppressed on one side? Because you have to go with every case that's possible. There are people who cannot show facial expressions because they have been to the dentist and got medication. There are people who got Botox and cannot smile anymore for a duration. So these people, of course, it's difficult to profile them. And yeah, also the intensity is it's very important because every emotion has an onset and an offset. It starts with happiness, goes on and off. So no emotion can be forever because a human being would die about the medical physiological process. You cannot stay happy for all the time or eternity. You would certainly die. Why your body cannot lie? There's the facial feedback hypothesis, which has been proven by scientists Haggard and Isaacs. And the thing is, we have found out in neuroscience that your brain has already or always a slow potential. That means before you are conscious that you are feeling something, your brain has already registered it and programmed in. And you see that what your brain has already loaded up in your facial expressions, which are leaking before you are even conscious. And that's the power of micro-expressions. And how our behavioral system works: first we have a stimulus, a slow potential, then the neurotransmitter fires, then you have the micro-body language leak, and then you have a conscious experienced emotion. That's the pattern, how it works. It was proven by a guy and my former mentor in Luxembourg, Mr. Kashia Pazuki, who also had a speech at the World Food Programme and is also working in aviation security with neurophysiological measures. Then we have gestural language. We have micro emblems. I will later go on and show you a case of Ian Huntley. I think it's the next slide coming. Ian Huntley is a guy who was a school caretaker, and he killed and raped 2 girls. The police didn't find that out for long because in the interview he was believed that he was saying the truth, but he was leaking all the time. And I'm going to show you the leaks, and I'm going to show you the algorithm we use and which is scientifically proven to depict liars, but also murders, terrorists, and any kind of mal-intended people. But first, I'm going on these dimensions. So what are micro-emblems? An emblem is when you have a one-sided shoulder shrug. That's an emblem. Yeah? Anything which is subconscious, when your body is moving, or your hip or your legs are walking, these are micro-emblems. What are illustrators? Illustrators is if I show you my hand, I count and everything. These are signs of communication. Manipulators are suppressed emotions. Of course, I'm standing here giving a presentation, I'm a little bit nervous, so you see my hand a little bit shaking, which is also a manipulator to reduce my stress level. Then there is locomotion, which is very important. I will show you one footage at the end of this presentation of a terror attack in Paris, where behavioral detection officers and police forces really failed. They failed. And you will see how they failed and why they failed and why the locomotion wasn't depicted and why it is important. Also, tension and posture, very important. I have, in the last years, I have worked in many different areas in private counseling, therapy, trauma therapy, but also in HR and negotiations. It's hard to find the right employee. And for some people, they want to know who they hire and what he's gonna really bring from them, and not the impression management you get in the first interview. So, you know, there are different gestural language. I thought the monkey was funny. Yeah, and of course, gestural language is trainable, but it can be also influenced throughout micro gestures. I have a typo. And